Okay, I'm here with Ashley Foxcroft, and this is Freeaim Technologies. Ashley, you're not only the CEO, but you're the founder as well. So talk to me about, first of all, how did you get the idea about this?
Yeah, so I also, I'm the inventor of the technology too.
Excellent.
As well as the founder and the CEO.
Okay.
I have to add to that CEO is something that you have to kind of earn and grow into. It's not something anybody deserves that kind of title. So I'm still learning as a CEO, and the original sort of inspiration for this was gaming.
Right.
So I was a very early adopter of virtual reality. And I was very unimpressed by kind of limited movement and not being able to kind of get up and walk around. And every solution that's come along since has really been kind of lackluster. Nothing that's kind of really kind of ticks all the boxes. And so we kind of
hang on 1 second. Will, why don't you move over just a little bit this way? We don't.
If you want to, you can. Sorry.
It's okay. Okay.
Yeah, we can start again if you want.
Okay. Ready? Okay. We're here with Ashley Foxcroft. He is the inventor and the founder and CEO of Freeaim Technologies. How did you get started with all this?
Yeah, so I think the inspiration for us was, gaming.
Right.
Even though now there's some more kind of serious use cases for it. But basically, we were early adopters of VR. And, we just wanted to be able to kind of get up and move around and walk around these kind of big, endless, immersive environments like, Skyrim and Fallout 4 and, just the limited kind of movement aspect of being able to take a few steps. Kind of felt that kind of limited VR as a whole. Right. Like the kind of VR experiences in games have to be kind of built around sort of limited space, like almost like kind of a escape room type games if you want sort of that fully immersion. Otherwise, you're limited to kind of joystick and teleportation, and some of those are the most worst kind of movement methods that you can imagine, because for many people they induce motion sickness. Yeah. With joystick, you're just kind of floating around like a ghost. Your body's not doing what you're doing in VR, and motion sickness is still a big kind of unsolved problem for VR industry as a whole. Yes. And I think the big players in the VR industry would love somebody to come up with a solution for motion sickness. Everybody, even likes of Meta and Apple, is still suffering from that kind of thing too.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, I really enjoyed it. I felt a little clumsy at first, but then once I acclimated to it after a moment or two, I really felt better walking in this fashion rather than trying to do the joystick and teleport or just zoom forward. This felt more natural, and I think that's the key to it.
Yeah, absolutely. It generally takes people 5 to 10 minutes to kind of get used to it, because effectively you're walking on something that kind of feels a little bit like a gym treadmill. Yeah. That kind of sensation, but you're walking in any direction and you're in virtual reality. Yeah. But there are a few things that we're doing to try and sort of improve that kind of like first user experience. One of the things that we're working on is the sort of foot tracking, foot visualization. So we find that the more sort of natural cues that you can give back to people in VR, so being able to see your feet and be able to see some kind of like reference objects in your surroundings helps with people when it comes to walking in VR. Yeah. At the moment you look down and you can't see your feet, and actually you're taking away some information from the person's brain that they actually need, right? That's part of like how we walk naturally in the real world.
Yeah, and I think that helps with the motion sickness part of it that some people get.
So yeah, absolutely. There's a few sort of facets to this. One is the sort of natural walking sensation, but the other is giving people back those kind of natural sort of peripheral views of your feet and your surroundings as well, that you need to kind of orientate yourself. Otherwise we don't want people kind of effectively being blindfolded and then expected to kind of walk with some new technology on their feet.
Now this is still early on for you guys, isn't that right? Where are you at in the development stage?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a development kit at the moment. So effectively this is aimed at kind of businesses, mainly sort of universities, research organizations, and a few other kind of labs and things doing kind of scientific stuff. Right. So that's what we're doing at the moment, and we're working on the sort of the consumer version of the product. This is kind of the mass market, it's going to be kind of scaled up in terms of production. So we're working on that right now. I think I already showed you some pictures, and I'll give that to you as well. Great. And so we're expect to sort of like have a kind of a bigger launch next year. Fantastic. Of our sort of kind of mainstream product, and then probably sort of delivery starting towards the end of next year, maybe a little bit into 2026.
Cool. I'm going to definitely look forward to it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And cut.
Here we go again.
I demand more!